Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. We all hear about Bitcoin, and for good reason. As of today, to December, what's today? December 14th, the price is about $19,000 per coin. That's incredible. 19 grand, and I think it was 500 bucks not even that long ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And now it's what, 10, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times X. Crazy. So you might be wondering, should I invest in Bitcoin and just leave real estate alone for now? Well, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. I'm going to go down a chart and give you the pros and cons of both. What's going on? I'm Bradley Jared, and welcome to the Millennials Guide to Real Estate. So let's get started with real estate versus Bitcoin. Who gets the nod in terms of history? Now, that's an easy one. Real estate gets that nod. Real estate has been around forever. Ever since there were cavemen claiming caves, we've had real estate. And so it's proven. It's tried and true. It's proven. Bitcoin is new. It's only a couple years old. It's a very new concept. We don't know where it's going to be long term. So history's got to go to Bitcoin. Now, in terms of flexibility, I'd have to go with Bitcoin because it's liquid. It's because it's so liquid, you could buy today, sell tomorrow. Real estate, it's not as flexible because you have something tangible. You have to go to closings. A lot of times, even if you want to get in and out of a transaction, there's more cost involved, there's a process involved. So you can't just buy in the morning, sell in the afternoon with real estate in most cases. In terms of strategy, I would give the nod to real estate because there are a lot of strategies in real estate. I'm sure there are several strategies in Bitcoin, but it's just a coin. You can't force appreciation. You can't add value. You can't house hack. You can't, occupy one room, rent out another. You can't Airbnb. You can't have office space at the bottom, but then a unit on top. There's so many different strategies with real estate. Bitcoin, I don't know about the strategies, but there's no way there's nearly as many. Next one is cost of entry, and I'm gonna say this is a draw. I would go with Bitcoin, but now that Bitcoin's almost 20 grand a piece, for 20 grand you can actually get a 20% deposit on a $100,000 property, which here in Florida you can get, and most of the country you can get. If you're in California or New York or big cities, obviously that's not gonna happen, but 20 grand actually can get you started in real estate investing as well. So of course it goes much higher, and that's the low end. I'd still have to go with a draw because maybe what if Bitcoin goes up to $40,000 a coin? Now that's pretty tough to get into for the average person. The next thing is effort required, and Bitcoin definitely wins that battle because you're just buying a Bitcoin. You don't have to actually put tenants in there or upgrade it, put in a new roof or new appliances or do anything like that. It's very straight up. I have a Bitcoin, please go up in value. While real estate, you force value, you force appreciation, you add tenants and make the property nicer, add some curb appeal. But that's also why real estate won the strategy category, because it requires more effort. So because it requires more effort, Bitcoin's going to win that, while real estate wins the strategy. Now, in terms of security, I'd have to give the nod to real estate, because if you buy a piece of real estate, it is in the books, here's my house. People can't really steal houses. It's not like a diamond. How are you going to steal my house? Now with Bitcoin, I don't know how secure it is, but when it's just online on some sort of server, hackers are crazy good right now. They're amazing. They can do anything, and it'd be insane if hackers were able to steal your Bitcoins, because it's not backed by anything. It's just a ledger somewhere online. So definitely security goes to real estate. And then the final one is return on investment. And it's a draw, because obviously Bitcoin has won the short term, but it's so short of a window, we can't see the whole picture. It's hard to see if it will keep going like this for the next 5 or 10 years, or if it's gonna burst, the bubble's gonna burst, and everyone in it is gonna lose a lot of money, and they'll look stupid in the end. There's no way to tell, but I know with real estate, if you buy for cash flow, you'll get some monthly dividends, you'll get that cash flow on a monthly basis, and hopefully it'll continue to appreciate. So I'll always I always want to give the nod to real estate, but Bitcoin, obviously, it's grabbed so much attention. The prices have gone up so insanely high so quickly that it's a draw right there. So it really just depends on your risk tolerance. I would say this: if you want to invest in real estate, you can be a lot more methodical about it. You do your research, you find your strategy, you could take your time, get a property with a nice financing, and it can be safe and help build a strong future. With Bitcoin, buy a Bitcoin or two if you can, but don't expect to get your money back. It just think of it as icing on the cake if you get something back. But just because it's worth 20 grand today doesn't mean it'll be worth 20 grand tomorrow. Could be worth more, but very well likely could be worth less too. It just depends on your risk. So I hope this has given you some insight as to what the different types of investments are with Bitcoin versus real estate. Why not do both? You know, there's nothing stopping you from doing both. But I hope this episode's helped. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Millennials Guide to Real Estate. Again, I'm Bradley Jared. You can subscribe to my station up there, right there, and you can watch other videos down here. I hope you have a wonderful, prosperous 2018. You make a lot of money on Bitcoin and then invest in real estate with it. All right, take care, and I'll see you next week.